So we're here to announce the new Bring Your Own Bag tax law that starts January 1st. And the bill was introduced by Councilmember Kate Stewart, who's a true environmental champion for our county. And I want to take a moment to congratulate Kate for recently being honored by the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments for outstanding regional leadership and commitment to equity, housing, transit, and climate action. It's a commitment to climate action that brings us here today, and Kate's leadership brought unanimous council passage of the Bring Your Own Bag tax bill. And I want to thank and recognize also Councilmember Dawn Luedtke, who's here, for supporting the bill, a bill that I'm going to be very proud of signing into law. And what brings us to the bag tax law is it replaces the existing carryout bag tax law that the county has, and it goes further in protecting our environment and fighting climate change. What you can expect to see at the stores starting January 1st is plastic carryout bags will be prohibited. You'll see them for some things, vegetables or meat that are already pre-packed in plastic, but you're not going to get a plastic carryout bag at the counter. You'll no longer see single-use plastic bags at the checkout aisles in most stores in Montgomery County. And the bag tax is going to increase from 5 cents to 10 cents. 5 cents will go to the retailers for the bags, and the rest of it goes to the county for the stormwater management fee. And I think I knocked somebody's microphone fell down. There are some exemptions to the law. Municipalities that have not adopted this law or places that have already have their own plastic bag ban. So the municipalities will have to enact this at the municipal level. And plastic bags will be allowed for bulk items such as fruit, vegetables, nuts, grains, candy, ice, and small hardware. And shoppers who are paying with SNAP and WIC cards at grocery stores should not have to pay for their paper bags. You're going to still see plastic bags for dry cleaning, newspapers, perishable items such as meat, fish, bakery goods, and unwrapped prepared foods. What does it mean for you? You will not be offered a plastic bag at checkout, and you are going to pay 10 cents for the paper bags. The county, what we're going to do with the tax, it goes to the Water Quality Protect and Charge Fund. That funds support programs that reduce litter, pollution, and clean water in Montgomery County. And this is important because we're stopping the sale and use of single plastics in most stores in order to reduce waste and protect the environment. These plastic bags wind up everywhere. They're very light, they blow very easily, they wind up in our creeks, they wind up in our parks, and you still see them hanging from trees occasionally. And this law is going to help us. It also helps prevent damage to storm drains. When storm drains get clogged with plastic, and because it doesn't pass water, it can really block up a storm drain. So it should help us with unclogging our storm drains. And in the time when we're fighting flooding because of increased rainfall, anything we can do to reduce the problems inside the storm drains themselves is important. The production of plastic bags is energy intensive. Plastic bags are typically made from petroleum and non-renewable fossil fuels. So it's time to stop using plastic bags so companies can stop making them. We'll make it easier because we'll take away the market. And yes, this law builds on our current bag law to help us all shift our habits and bring reusable bags every time we go to the store. So what can you do? You can protect the county's water quality and prevent litter by bringing your own bag. We can encourage everyone to create habits to remember your reusable bags when you shop. Leave them in your car, your bike, or on your backpack. And keep one reusable bag handy in your office or near the front door so you never forget to leave without one. So by bringing reusable bags, you're helping us save money, reduce plastic waste, reduce local waterways, and protect wildlife. And you're supporting a more sustainable Montgomery County. And with that, I'll turn this over to Councilmember Kate Stewart.
Great. Well, thank you, Mark, and thank you for everyone being here today in this wonderful grocery store. We're here today to really show what we can do as a community when we come together. It became clear to us when we took office on the county council that we were actually a little behind when it came to the use of plastic bags, and that in fact many jurisdictions around the state of Maryland had already put in place bans on plastic bags and fees on paper bags. And we wanted to make sure that here in Montgomery County we stay true to our values of protecting the environment environment and also protecting people's public health and the public health. We know a lot more every day about the issue of microplastics and the impact on public health. And the more that we can reduce plastic in our everyday lives, the better off we will all be. So this simple change to get rid of carry-out single-use plastic bags and encourage people to bring their own bag is what we're doing here today. And as of January 1st, we just want to remind everyone, when you go to the grocery store, when you go shopping, when you go to the other stores in the area, remember to take a bag with you. Today we have a couple of examples, and I think Amy might show you one in a bit, of how all the different varieties of bags you can have. Make sure you stick them in your briefcase, in the glove compartment of your car, put them in your backpack if you're walking or riding your bike. Just make sure to carry your own bag with you, because doing this together, we're going to advance our public health here in Montgomery County and protect our environment. I can't tell you how often when my children were growing up, or as many of you know, I am a runner and I run along Sligo Creek, and the thing that breaks my heart is when I see plastic bags in Sligo Creek or Rock Creek in the trees. They are such a blight on our community, and we all need to do better to make sure that when we're enjoying nature, that we don't see plastic bags and we don't see them clogging our waterways. So today, I'm really glad to be here. I want to thank the county executive and my colleague, Councilmember Lukey, for this, and look forward in working with the community so that we can all remember to bring our own bag. And with that, I am glad to, we're going to turn it over to Amy Stevens from our Department of Environmental Protection.
Good morning. Thank you, Councilmember Stewart. So it's a pleasure to be here today. I'm Amy Stevens. I'm the Division Chief for the Watershed Restoration Division at DEP. So we've all learned today that the Bring Your Own Bag law is going to replace our carry-out bag tax that we have. Beginning January 1, plastic bag carry-out bags, those thin bags, will no longer be sold in most stores in the county. The paper bags will cost about 10 cents. And there are a few exceptions. You're going to see plastic bags for things like newspapers and some pharmacies and even for some produce. Some municipalities within the county also have not adopted this law, so there actually may be single-use plastic bags there. But most importantly, we want everybody to remember to bring their bag when they go shopping. Make the change in the bag and bring it along with you. Keep it in your cars. Keep it in your purse if you have one of those, in your backpack, anything so you have a bag so you don't forget. For those oops moments when you want to stop in a store, make sure you have it with you. If you do forget your bag, which we all do sometimes, then you will get charged 10 cents for the paper bag. But hopefully that'll remind you to bring your bag the next time you come. So what do we do when this money gets put into the Water Quality Protection Fund? We use it to improve water quality, to reduce pollution. Like we've heard, plastic bags are a source of pollution in our waterways, and so we use this funding to do that. We use the money to maintain storm drains. We use it to maintain stormwater BMPs, best management practices. We use it for outreach and education. In fact, we've done a lot of that over the last few months about this bag ban. We've been talking with businesses, over 4,300 businesses in the county we've spoken with, or we've called them, we visited them in person, and we're trying to get signage in the businesses. There's some in this store alone that'll tell you about this bag so that residents are aware of it. It's really important that our residents too remember to bring their bags, and they're aware of this change that's going to happen on January 1st. So we give out bags. We're giving out bags today, and we give them out. We're doing that all over the county, especially this time of year when it's a really heavy shopping time period. We like to give out bags. We have compact bags like the one I'm showing you here that can be scrunched up. We want to be able to give those to residents that are physically challenged and are transit dependent, so they're easy to carry and they can hang them over their arms. We are running advertisements on our buses, and you might see them. They're in multiple languages so that we reach as many residents as we can. We've been working with posting on social media. Hopefully you'll see those both in English and Spanish. And we have advertisements in our libraries. We are putting information out in newsletters. And of course, you can always go to our website at montgomerycountymd.gov/DEP to find out more information. So I just really want to thank all of our partners who've been helping us too. We've been working with a lot of organizations that's getting the word out. So remember, change is in the bag. Don't forget, bring your reusable bag whenever you go shopping. Thank you all.